Okay, welcome everybody to my Monolith Paragon Monolith Hero Reveal episodes where I basically just go over the next hero that they revealed. And uh, um, I saw the reveal video. I've read a little bit about her. What? 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 This is ridiculous. Her name is Shinbi, ladies and gentlemen, and she's a melee hero with bursty abilities. Basically, another assassin, another jungler, another solo laner, and she's intellect and growth here, as we see. Omeda City's biggest pop star, known for summoning wolves during her shows. So this is not what people were expecting for sure. I mean, I've seen some videos of people, expecting like some badass like Nordic dude, freaking that can summon wolves and stuff. And like, no, no, it's Shinbi. It's a little pop star little girl. And let's check out her video here. I was laughing the whole. This is like a joke. I That's what I felt like. I was being joked on while I was watching this. Let's unmute this here.
Flashing lights, endless years. 온 세상이 나의 무디야. 어디서나 나는 법을 모르듯이 나도 한때 답이 없었지. 하지만 이젠 스스로 날아올라. 빛나는 저 별이 될 거야. 이야기는 내가 쓸 거야. Catch me if you can. 들어봐. 난 조용히 살지는 않을 테야. Don't stop me.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. That was just too funny. Let's leave it on the loop there just because. So she is a melee assassin. It's basically Seraph, that role, Grok's role. She's gonna be a jungler for sure, or an offlaner because she does have some sustain. But the sustain, also put her in the jungle. So, definitely jungle slash off lane. Oh boy. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into the details here. Give me the details. Rushing beat. Shinabi dashes forward, passing through enemies and dealing damage. She can do it again. So you have two short dashes there. That can be used as damage enemies, finish kills, chase down kills, etc., or to escape. Obviously, line tempo. This she basically just summons. She summons a wolf and it it just goes in a straight line. So it's just a projectile, just a straight projectile that goes through minions, and does damage. But when it makes contact with a hero, it explodes and does damage. We have Circle Rhythm here. That is her sustain. She has a bunch of wolves surrounding her for 4 seconds, which deal damage and give her basically some sort of life steal. It heals her for each hit. Then we have her ult, which is an activatable and also a passive. So the passive says that it will apply 1 wolf stack per hit to enemy heroes. I'm curious as to whether the circle rhythm hits will give a stack of wolves or not. We'll find out in a few weeks. And then the active part is that when she activates it, a pack of wolves, depending on the number of wolf stacks you have, the person attacks the closest target with the highest number. So you basically you can hit somebody a lot and then run away and then activate your ult and they'll die. You don't have to, once you get to a certain amount of point, a certain amount of health, if you know that your wolves can finish them off with your ult, then just go ahead and run away and ult them and they'll die. If they're the only person with stacks. your ult will target them. As you see right there, it just the wolves all just attack the Grux. Tuesday, blah blah blah, and yeah, a bunch of comments. This I honestly think I thought this was a joke when I first saw it. I'm like, there's no way this is real. But yeah, we're getting a pop star joining the battle here in Monolith. She seems decent enough. We have intellect and growth, right? Intellect and growth. Who is a hero that has intellect and growth? I can't think right now. It's not Sparrow. Sparrow is growth and order. Oh, intellect and growth. Who is intellect? The Fae. The Fae is intellect and growth. So from what I can tell from her abilities, she's well. Obviously, she's a ganker and assassin. You put her in the jungle. Put her in the jungle. Maybe in the off lane. Other than that, I don't see her going anywhere else. She can't. She's melee range, so she's gonna have a severe disadvantage if you put her in the mid lane. Uh, put her in the off lane as a support. She doesn't really have any type of CC. So if they go in for a gank on your carry or on you, you're just gonna die because you have nothing, no form to protect, no way to protect your carry aside from just damage. So yeah, that's gonna be her roles. Another jungler, another melee, another off laner, basically. Um, at least she's pretty. Oh man, it's I don't know. I doubt that I hope that we don't have Q dodges to play Shinbi. I mean, she looks okay. She looks fine to use. Let's look at her abilities one more time. We have rushing beat. Well, okay, this is just a double dash. She can dash and then re-trigger a dash again, and she will do damage to enemies that she passes, which is nice. We have line tempo. That's just a straight projectile, but it does explode on contact with enemy hero. Does it damage multiple? Like, is it an actual explosion that damages multiple people, or does it just hit one person and that's it? Is it AOE or is it single target? I don't know. Circle rhythm. It's around you, so you're gonna have to be up close on people for it to work. But you'll have healing for each hit. So some type of lifesteal mechanic here, some type of sustain mechanic that'll probably, if you take her to the jungle, circle rhythm probably the first one you get, you know, to help you sustain the jungle camps early on, and then probably you go into Spirit Wolf possibly to get those kills under tower. And then her ult, she does one wolf stack per hit to enemy heroes. The only thing that I'm questioning is, does that count the ability hits, or is that basic attack hits? And it only goes up to 8, maximum of 8 stacks. So if you have 8 stacks on an enemy, just go ahead and activate your ult because you've already done the max amount of stacks, and you won't be able to get any more damage from activating your ult at that point. She doesn't have any form of CC. She doesn't have any slows, any stuns. She is pure burst damage. She wants to, I'm gonna guess, probably engage with rushing beats, go into circle rhythm, auto attack like crazy. If they get away or they try to get away, finish them off with line tempo and all kill. Yeah, I mean, Shinbi, huh? I could have sworn this was a joke. I could have sworn this was a joke. Let's watch this again.
Endless cheers. 온 세상이 나의 무디야.
Literally a pop star and shit. Ridiculous.
하지만 이젠 스스로 날아올라. 빛나는 저 별이 될 거야. 이야기는 내가 쓸 거야. Catch me if you can. 들어봐. 난 조용히 살지는 않을 테야. Don't stop me.
I don't know. Let's look at that again at half speed. so that we can single out some abilities. Let's mute it. Sound in slow-mo sucks. We're gonna. Alright, so this is a cutscene version of her circle rhythm ability here. She just has a bunch of wolves around her. That's her dash. Right there, we only saw it once. Her circle rhythm actually has a pretty nice range. We don't see how much she's getting healed for, but that's okay. That's her ult, obviously. So he had max stacks because that was a shit ton of wolves there that attacked him. Um, yeah, they're just showing off circle rhythm. This is her rushing beat. She just literally just sends a wolf out, and it doesn't track. It's a straight line, so you do have to line it up. You do have to line it up, kind of like Sparrow's piercing shot. Except I don't think that the wolf will go through walls and shit. Again, they're showing us this freaking map, this like demo map and shit. They just need to make that live. Um, okay, okay. They showed her abilities. She's super bursty, no stuns, which is why I'm not. That's the only reason why I probably wouldn't put her as a jungler is because she doesn't have a stun. Junglers need to be able to come out of the jungle, stun their enemies, and kill them. She can't do that. All she can do is attack, like Greystone. So maybe the offlane would be the best place for her. They need to stop giving us so many offlaners. I mean, jeez Louise. She could jungle, but she doesn't have any stuns, so that would put her at disadvantage against other junglers. Like I would think a Chimera would have a field day with this one, because he can just stun and slow. And what she's gonna do? She's gonna activate her circle rhythm to get a little bit of healing. That's not gonna do jack squat against a Chimera. Once he activates his ult, you're gonna be stunned for like a second or two. You're gonna be dead by the time you come out of that stun. Okay. All right. I mean, it's nothing much else to say. It's what's this video? Is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Why do they have this video up here twice? This is for. Oh no, no, no. This is not the same video. This is the video where they explain what they think she should be doing. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
In Omida City, Shinbi is a famous pop star, well known for conjuring wolves and using them in her performances. In the battles of Agora, she's a deceptive melee assassin who uses her wolves to dazzle her enemies and rip them to shreds. Focus on buying cards that increase your power and mana. Line Tempo will summon a wolf that dashes in a straight line, dealing damage. This wolf passes through minions, but will explode when it hits an enemy hero. Line Tempo will allow you to harass enemies at range, last hit, and even chase down targets. Rushing Beat is a short-range dash that deals damage to all enemies in a line. Once used, you will have a small window to reactivate the ability to dash again. This is a great mobility tool that will allow you to reposition in team fights, disengage fights, or close the gap to take down a target. Circle Rhythm will deal damage in an area around you and will heal you as you damage targets. Circle Rhythm will allow you to sustain while you engage an enemy, but is also great for sustain in lane. And finally, your ultimate is All Kill. All Kill has both an active and a passive component. The passive will make all your other abilities apply a wolf stack to your enemies. When activated, wolves are summoned to attack an enemy based on how many stacks they have. Your ultimate can be triggered from anywhere, so you can engage, then disengage a fight, and safely assassinate a target from range. Shinbi can very fluidly navigate teamfights to isolate and take down high-value targets. Though she is mobile, she is very susceptible to crowd control, so only go in when you're sure you can get the kill. Look for opportunities to safely pick off enemies and always know your limit. Get ready to dazzle your audience with Shinbi.
Alright, so there you have it. That's the developer's point of view on what Shinbi should be doing. Not bad. They showed us some, her passive in action there. Yeah, her dash did more damage than I thought it would. It did do more damage than I thought it would, and it looks like the abilities so that what's it called? I forget what it's called. The circle rhythm, circle rhythm, and your that wolf attack is what's going to be applying the stacks, not necessarily your auto. I couldn't tell if the auto attacks were applying the stacks or not. So you see her dash taking out that Narbash, and again the taking out the Seraph with the dash. So it does more damage than I thought it would have done, but it does look like the abilities apply the stacks. So that's good to know. So you definitely want to, you know, come up behind somebody and activate your circle rhythm to get as many stacks on them as possible. With some basic attacks, and then just, stick the dogs on them with the ultimate, just like that. Interesting, interesting. We'll see. Well, again, I don't see many people Q dodging just to play her. I don't know. Maybe there will be. It's still hella funny for me. Oh man. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. This has been my opinion on the next hero coming to Monolith here, Shinbi, an assassin, burst, ganker, melee range hero. Thanks for watching.